Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here and you are in my kitchen down on the farm, and I am thrilled to have you here. Listen, today's kind of a big day. We're having the entire worship team to our house tonight for a meal. It's like an appreciation meal, plus we're going to talk about some things that we need to work on, things that we have coming up, just things in general, kind of just a gathering where we actually have time to talk. So I'm making chili beans. I thought we'd make something super easy, and I was originally going to make it in my big 18-quart roaster. Well, then I decided I hate cleaning that thing. It's big, and although I have a big sink that'll hold it, I still just I'd rather clean 2 soup pots than, so we're going to cut it in half, and I'm actually making 2 complete batches. So let's head over to the stove. Listen, if you're new here, welcome, and I would love for you to hit subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss when I upload content. I upload content. A lot of it's cooking, a lot of it's farm, a lot of it's ministry, a lot of it's day in the life of, a lot of it is grocery hauls. There's all kinds of things on here, so you're going to kind of get a variety here on this channel, and a variety meaning in personalities too, because right here
it's the Farm and Pastor.
Is the Farm and Pastor.
Hey, you guys, a quick question. Do you know why a cow wears a bell around his neck? Do you know why a cow wears a bell around his neck? Do you know?
I think I know, but I don't know.
Because his horns doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. He's the king of dad jokes.
Dad jokes! If you like it, drop in the comments. She's been not letting me tell jokes. I'm going to tell jokes from here on out.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
I'm just kidding. She doesn't stop me. But anyway, hey, I'm heading to a cow auction. There's a big bull
Speaking
sale.
of cows.
That's why I'm getting ready to hit.
All right. So, and I'm fixing to cook a cow. I got about 5 pounds, 2.5 pounds each. The original recipe calls for 2 pounds each, but we're going 2.5, and in each pot, and we're going to get over to the stove and start browning it up. And while it's browning, I'm going to be chopping up some onions. So I'll be right back. I'll meet you back right here once I get the hamburger started. All right, so I've got the hamburger started over there. And while it's browning, and I'll have to pull off every now and then and go, chunk it up. But the recipe calls for 1 large onion. So in the first pot, I'm doing kind of a good size medium and 1 small. And in the second pot, I'm going in with 3 small. So I'm going to chop these up here. Let me tell you what goes in our chili as far as vegetables. Of course, tomatoes and beans. Of course, you know that. But as far as seasoning vegetables, I'm going in with onion, green pepper, and the surprising one is a little bit of celery. That's the one that kind of shocks me a little bit, but it always works. It's always delicious, so I don't question it. I just add it in there. All right, so I'm getting this onion chopped up, and yes, my eyes are burning. So I will meet you back here when I get all the onions chopped up, and then we'll start on the peppers. All right, everybody, so I like to add my vegetables like peppers and onions and garlic right while the meat is cooking, and let it cook right along with it. Some people like to wait till it's done, but I like to cook it right with it because I feel like it seasons it up good. So that pot's onion have been chopped. So now let me go cut the other 3 for the other batch of chili. And I'm going to make these exactly the same. And I will put the recipe for 1 batch in the description below. So we've got the onion in the pots. And my sweet husband behind me is chopping up the green peppers for me. So in each pot, we're going to go in with 2 green peppers. Once the hamburger is completely cooked through, if it needs draining a little bit, I'll whisk some of that grease off, and then we'll continue on with seasoning up this wonderful 2 pots of chili. All right, everybody, the green peppers and the celery and the onions, they are all cooking down. The hamburger is still cooking. I have drained. I did not pour it up and drain in a colander or a sieve or anything. I drained it by using the paper towel method. If you don't know what that is, I'll tell you in a minute. But I'm gonna put a couple squirts of garlic in here. You know, every good chili needs a good amount of garlic. We're not gonna be singing tonight, so we won't be offensive to anyone with our breath. And so I am just gonna let this cook a little while longer. I want the peppers to get nice and soft. In this pot, they were the last things to go in. So they need to, this pot's about ready, but that one needs to cook a little longer. Well, if you remember, if you watched the grocery haul, you saw that I got kidney beans, which it calls for, and it also calls for ranch style beans. Well, I wasn't able to find those at the grocery store, so I ordered some pintos. But I happen to remember that I thought I had canned up some ranch style beans, which is, I think I did kidney beans and seasoned them up ranch style. So I don't think I've used these yet. So I'm gonna see what I think. We're gonna open them up. They smell good. I wanna see if they're soft. They're pretty soft. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is, they're good. We're gonna use these and save the pintos. And if I need the pintos, you can see the seasoning on top there. I'm gonna have to do these again. Some of the best things I canned that are the most convenient to me are the pinto beans and chicken. Those have been the most convenient things. So come January, guys, we're gonna do some winter canning. We're gonna can up pintos. We're gonna do some more of these ranch style beans. We're gonna do chicken. Yeah, so, all right, let me get everything, all the cans open that I'm gonna need, and I'll meet you back just as soon as those peppers are done cooking. All right, so this pot right here is ready to get to going. So I'm going in with a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And I'm gonna run a little bit of water in that and swish that around. But let's keep adding what we need to add. I'm gonna add 1 can of Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies. And I'm not draining anything because we need all the liquid that we can get. So we're going in with 2 cans of kidney beans. Now they sell ranch style beans at the grocery store. All right, so let's go in with our other can of kidney beans. And remember, I'm not draining anything. Also, I'm going in with my home canned ranch style. But like I was saying, you can get these at the grocery store. I was ordering online, and I wanted to be able to read the can and see it up close, and so I just didn't. I'm so glad I found those. All right, and we're also going in with 1 15-ounce can or 2 of the small cans of tomato sauce. And I did sprinkle a little bit of water in here to clean it out, so I'm just going to kind of pour it back and forth here. And we're going to clean out both cans and add a little liquid. Now, we can always come back and check and see if we need more beans, if we need more tomatoes, if we need... Right now, I think we're good on beans. I think we're good on meat. I think we're actually good on everything. So now, let's add the seasoning in. I hope this is going to be enough. Gracious, surely it will be. All right. So my recipe calls for 1 to 2 packs of chili mix, whatever kind of chili seasoning mix you like to use. It says 1 to 2 packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with 1.5 because I am using a little bit extra meat than I normally do. I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 and 1/2 of another one. Then after it's cooked for a little while during the day, because you want this to cook on low and kind of all the flavors meld together. If I see that it needs more, I've got another pack that I can actually add another 1/2 to each one. So I'm going to try to eyeball this. I think that's good. All right. So I'm going to stir that around. I'm going to be sure I've cut the burner off. I'm not sure why I did that. But anyway, I cut the burner off, but I'm going to cut it back on. I'm going to cut it on low. And we may need some more tomatoes in this because it's really thick, but you want your chili beans to be thick. But we're going to put the lid on this and cook it on low until all the beans are nice and soft, till all the flavors are melded together. And then we will check to see if we need more chili seasoning, if it needs any salt, if it needs any pepper. It may need more beans. We've got pintos we can add. But right now, I think this is gonna be good as is. So I'm gonna turn the burner back on, but I'm gonna be sure it's on low. I'm gonna grab the lid, and then I'm gonna go over here and do this one the exact same way. Hey everybody, well, Bryant is not here. The worship team will be here in about, hold on, let me see what time it is. Hang on. They will be here in less than 30 minutes. And we have not done a taste test yet. So Bryant has been nibbling on it all afternoon. In fact, we tasted it and we did add salt. It did need some salt. I did not add any more chili mix, but I did add salt. And so he's not here for the taste test. The worship team will be here shortly. So it may be after the worship team leaves if we have any left over before we do an official taste test, because I want to get the camera put away and everything before they get here. So, but it's looking delicious. Y'all want to see it? I've got it heating back up. I turned it off for a little bit. I probably need to stir it because I am heating it back up. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? I probably need to leave the lid off and let it cook out some of that liquid. I'm going to turn it up a little bit and leave the lid off. Come over here, I'll let you see the other one. We had some homemade tomato soup, and we had about, I don't know, 1/2 cup left, and we just added it into here because this one was super thick. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. All right, so we're just letting these heat back up. And if Bryant gets here in time, we'll do a taste test. If not, we'll talk to you after the worship team leaves. If I get any footage, I'll add it in here, but I don't plan on videoing while they're here for the most part. So, yeah, I will see you guys whenever he gets here. But let me tell you, it is delicious. It is so good. And like I said, I did add salt and I didn't measure. I just added and kept tasting until I thought I had it good enough. So, all right, I will see you in a little bit. Hey everyone. Well, I think we have time for a quick taste test because people are starting to arrive, but it's just Caroline. And so I think we have time to do a quick one. And then after everybody leaves, probably tomorrow, we'll come back and give you the full the full story on the chili.
Here we go. Check it out. Look at it. We're not going to do it with the fixings. We're just going to do it with straight chili.
What I am serving it with, sometimes I do cornbread, sometimes I do tortilla chips and corn chips. So that's...
cheese, sour cream.
And hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
And if I had jalapenos, I'd put a jar of jalapenos out, but I don't have them. So anyway, the corn chip is good.
Here we go. These had her homemade ranch
beans. But if you don't make them yourself, you can buy them at the grocery store. It must be hot. It's hot. All that noise.
It's hot. See my steam? But it's delicious. Here, try it with me.
No.
gonna
I gotta let mine cool down.
We're gonna put a block of ice in that.
Sissies.
But the flavor, how is it?
Perfect.
All right.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. If the boys were here, they'd be saying phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
All right. Well, we will come back and we will talk to you more tomorrow about how it is and what we think and all that good stuff. So hang tight. We'll see you in just a little bit after everybody's gone. Okay, everybody. So let me tell you, the evening with our worship team was amazing and the chili was amazing. The fellowship was great. We had a great meeting, a great time together. Usually when we're together, we're playing music and we don't get a chance to really talk and discuss. And so it was so good for us to be together and just talk about and dream about where we want to go as a worship team, how we want to improve, things we want to add. It was just a great, great, wonderful evening. And the chili, my friends, was amazing. You've got to make this recipe. It is probably the best chili recipe I've ever done, and it's the only one I do now. If you have the ranch style beans, fine. If not, just throw a can of pinto beans in there. It is totally fine. But let me tell you, you just got to try the recipe and don't leave the celery out. I'm not a celery girl. I don't like celery in a lot of things. But I think it does add something to this. It just makes it a little extra special for some reason. And the chili was great. So I just wanted to come back on here. I know you saw Bryant taste the chili. It was delicious. Hey, that night we emptied out one whole pot and started in and made a big dent in the second pot. Bryant and I came home from church on Sunday and we had chili. Judah and Levi and all them, they ate Taco Bell, but then they came here and ate chili. And guess who else liked the chili? Benji. Little Benji loved the chili. And he was, every time Bryant got a spoon out, he was like reaching in for it. So the chili is great. So please try it. Listen, if you've stuck around here and you're not subscribed, why not? Hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Then hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share my videos. I appreciate it so much. That is the greatest way you can support my channel. So, all right, I'm going to say goodbye here. We got some great videos coming up this week, and you don't want to miss them. All right, I'll see you next time. Remember, the grease is hot enough. You can fry anything. Bye, y'all.